All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Thursday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. I do pray everybody is super blessed. Guys, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see if we can't get some likes up in here. Shout out to Gazgano, shout out to Select Style GT, shout out to Houston. What is going on, man? God bless you all. Guys, it's a very interesting day. Shout out to Maverick. What is going on? God bless you, Maverick. Shout out to Wendell. Aloha. Much love to you, Wendell. God bless you. Shout out to Chad Oliver. Shout out to CK. That's right, we are live, and we are live with music. Today, what is going on? Noah 101, No 101. What is going on? Shout out to Crypto Tradester. Shout out to Crypto Ale. Shout out to It's Geo. I did take the CDW, my friend. I didn't take the first one. I took the second one. Shout out to Golden Pocket. What is going on? Shout out to Lifer Adam. What is going on? Shout out to Narek Hako Peon. What is going on? Shout out to Vincente. God bless you guys. Shout out to Sir Munchalots. Shout out to Always Explicit. What is going on, my brother? Shout out to Andrew Motivation. This is a good entry, I do have to say. This is a good entry. Yeah, basically, guys, this is, if you were watching the stream yesterday, if you were watching the live stream yesterday, this is one of the zones. I said, mark these levels, screenshot this chart, because, well, these are the levels that we are looking to get reactions from. We did get a little bounce from here, guys. On the 1 minute time frame, we came down, we got a chicken's drinking water, right? We got a very local chicken's drinking water from this zone right here. What is a chicken's drinking water? A chicken's drinking water is when you have a low like this, and then the price comes down to dip below, and then a quick lap up, nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Just like a chicken drinking water. We go to youtube.com. I want to watch it, guys. My favorite video. Chickens drinking water. Here we go.
And then I switched to...
Oh, my goodness. I hate Liberty Mutual. I don't even know what Liberty Mutual is. Because whenever I hear an ad, I block it out of my head. Alright, here we go. Again. We have to remember. Chickens drinking water. What is it, chickens drinking water? You have a level on a chart. Like this. Okay? And then the price comes and dips below, and then nom 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 nom. Just like the way a chicken drinks water. Watch, she'll take her beak, she'll dip it below, bam! Then she'll suck it up, nom 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 nom. Right? Absolutely love it, right? And guys, it's not an arbitrary level either, right? It's not an arbitrary level either. It's a level that we had on the chart going all the way back to Sunday, September 17th, right? Now, we were watching this happen live this morning. You can see we actually came down to the level twice. The first time we actually hit the level, I did not take the trade because I missed it. But the second time we hit this level, we dip below, and look at Market Cipher B. The 1 minute time frame starting to get the nice, the juicy, the bullish, Sam Bankman-Fried man boot pattern. All right, as the price is getting lower to the key level, we can see Sam Bankman-Fried's man breasts getting higher over time. We can also see his hair is getting higher over time. And that is actually what, in my opinion, gave the trigger for the trade, as well as the 6 minute time frame. We do have some bullish divergences, as well as the 12 minute time frame. We do have some bullish divergences. Now, here's what we need to understand about what is happening right now with the Bitcoin price action. Because although I did take the long, right? Although I did take the long, I am also in a short trade. All right, I did take the long. I'm also I'm still holding the short trade. Still holding this short trade that I took a number of days ago on Bitcoin here as well, on good old BingX. And guys, I have to be honest with you, I've actually added a little bit to the short trade that I took from a little bit higher here on Bitcoin. I was in a short trade from right around here. Actually, I've actually added to it, as you can see. I've added to it, as you can see. So I want to talk about my overall outlook on the markets. And I do expect a bit lower here, guys. I do expect a bit lower. I'm going to talk about why. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. You guys are absolutely amazing. Shout out to Thor. Shout out to Joe Omama. Shout out to Doc the Blocks. Shout out to No, everyone like and subscribe. Yeah, Zone 1. I did not take a long from Zone 1. I was not interested in longing Zone 1. Because when we came down to Zone 1 this morning, guys, we did not see what we wanted to see on Market Cypher B. We watched Zone 1. We didn't long it this morning in the New York Open. Wasn't interested in longing Zone 1 this morning. And we're starting. So on Zone 1, there was nothing bullish. We've come down to Zone 2. We got some bullish divergences. It made for a nice little local bounce here. But I do think we're coming down lower. I do think we're coming down lower. All right. This is my chart. I'm going to remove everything here because this is private stuff. But we're going to be doing some TA. All right, so the first thing that we need to understand about this chart, guys, is the fact that there's two bearish things here. Now, you know I've been bullish, all right? And I'm still holding the long from the low. I'm still holding this long from down here. You guys know I've been bullish. You guys know I've been looking for 30K, right? But things have changed a little bit, all right? Things have changed a little bit. First of all, and I'd say most important, is the fact that we now have confirmed the thing that we were hoping we would never see, all right? We have confirmed something that I was hoping and praying we would never see, all right? That's this. As the price is getting higher on the 4-hour time frame, we are seeing the momentum waves getting lower on the 4-hour Market Cypher B. This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler Market Cypher B pattern, where as the price gets higher into key resistance, Gary Gensler, his head is getting lower, his hair is getting grayer, his smile is getting more and more photoshopped, clearly a bearish sign. And yeah, we are seeing that happen here. That is called a bearish divergence. All right? That is a bearish divergence. And there's a few reasons why I really dislike that bearish divergence. Number one, it's because it happened as we came up into the area in between the Fibonacci Golden Pocket and the 786, right? So it is a key area of resistance that we're seeing this happen. It took a while to confirm. Okay, so that's reason number one. And as we know, this 786 fib level, she is a woman, and she's a scary woman, all right? She's a very scary woman. You don't want to mess with her. If you try to approach her, all right? If you try to approach her, she's going to squash you down. And that's exactly what happened with the price. All right? That's exactly what happened with the price. Sorry if the music's too loud. All right, now, the second reason why I dislike this price action here is because we are now officially breaking down from the channel, right? We had this parallel channel here. We have officially now broken down below the channel. Now, not only have we broken the channel, but we are now back down inside the value area of the range. All right, this right here is considered a fair value zone, where the market has priced Bitcoin to be considered fairly valued between the prices of 26.8 and about 26.5. And the way volume theory works is if the price is above the blue line, that's considered overbought. Price is overvalued, there needs to be a correction to the downside. right? We saw it happen here. Price comes above the blue line, overvalued, boom. Price comes back all the way down until it comes below the blue line, then becomes oversold, undervalued, right? And then when it's undervalued, it comes back inside that value area, undervalued again, comes back inside the value area, overvalued. Now, what we were hoping, what I was hoping yesterday is that we were going to hold above the fair value zone, which would show us that the market no longer wanted the fair price of Bitcoin to be down here, but the market wanted to establish a new fair value zone for Bitcoin at higher prices. That's what we were hoping. But now that we've lost multiple supports with the bearish divergences, it becomes more probable that we will actually make our way back down to the 25.5 area. And this is something we've been talking about candidly. Myself saying, look, even though I'm bullish looking for 30K, I recognize that if we lose this trend line, if we don't get that big short squeeze, it becomes more probable we get a move to the downside, right? Which, you know, you guys know. I've been live streaming every day now. You guys know I've been short, right? I've been publicly short, holding this short because of that potential, right? And now we're starting to break down. We're starting to lose it, right? I have a very small piece of the short still open here. I have about 10,000 left in this short. This was only meant to be a scalp trade, guys, but I booked a lot of profits from this short. I booked a lot of profits from this short, actually. I booked close to $1,000 from the short, from this specific trade here. So that's not so bad. Now, we are getting the bounce. Okay, we are getting the bounce from zone 2. This is the level that we were looking at yesterday in the live stream. Now, here's what I see happening here. Because of the fact that, yes, we did come down. We got the CDW. All right, we got the CDW. There's one of two scenarios that I'm looking to happen right now. Okay, we are finding support. Is there a chance this could be real support? Well, here's what I want to see. If this support is going to hold, in my opinion right now, based on the 24-minute market cipher B, things look more bearish to me than bullish. When we came in and put in this first low, and we got that first CDW, the money flow was getting lower, okay? When you see the uneven butt cheek pattern, where you have a left butt cheek and then a right butt cheek getting higher over time as the price is getting lower into key support, right? That is known as the uneven butt cheek pattern, okay? You have a big juicy cheek on the left, nice and big, nice and round, full of ravioli, and then the skinny butt cheek on the right, you know, super skinny, and the butt cheek talks like this because it's so skinny and it smokes too many cigarettes. She's probably a waitress at a diner. You know, she's probably a waitress at a diner named Dolores. Hey, Dolores, get over here because this guy needs another cup of coffee, right? Well, you see the uneven butt cheek pattern over here, right? You can expect a bounce. But if the money flow is getting lower over time, that means, yes, you can expect a bounce, but you can expect another drop. Because money flow is king. The butt cheeks are queen, all right? The butt cheeks are queen. Butt cheeks are queen, but money flow is king. And so to me, it looks like we need to have another drop here. It looks like this bounce is not the bottom, okay? The one encouraging thing I see is that we have two Big Ben BitBoy dots right here. The Big Bens. That's always a good sign. But here's what I'd be looking for. If this is going to be support, I would like to see us come down once again, maybe get another little push to the upside, maybe reject from this nice area right here, and then come down and dip into what we have just below us. What do we have just below the low that we made right here? We have the Fibonacci golden pocket, right? We have the Fibonacci golden pocket from that last low that we made right here before we started entering into that ascending channel. Okay, I pulled that golden pocket from the price of 25,608 to the high, right? So if we come back down into that Fibonacci 618 level and we get another drive of divergence here on the 24-minute time frame, while we still see this money flow getting higher, that to me would tell us, yes, we are going to hold this support. However, if we don't see that, and we see this money flow on the 24-minute continuing to get lower here as we come back down, right? Let's say we top out around here, we come back down, and money flow starts getting lower. Then what? Well, then we wait. Then we wait too long. And the reason is because, yes, this is a level of support. Yes, it is a level that we had marked on our chart yesterday for the live stream. But we have to understand that there are other levels below us. And all of this, all right, pretty much all of this, right, where I've drawn the trend line, there are stop losses. People have put their stop losses here. They put their stop losses here, they put their stop losses here, they put their stop losses here. Which means if we get another drop down and we don't find support at that 618, boom, 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 we could come back down. And remember, if we come back down, we are going to be coming back down into the fair value, the value area low, where Bitcoin is once again going to be considered undervalued. So we can see how quickly we could get a big move down here. So please, if you're looking for long trades, my rule is it's fine to long if we're even in the middle of a big dump. If you see bullish divergences, if you see uneven butt cheeks like this, that means if you're out of support, go ahead, go for the scalp trade. But what we want to see for a real good trade, like a longer term trade more than a scalp, is we want to see the bullish Sam Bankman-Fried man-boo pattern. Right? We want to see the money flow starting to get higher. Right? Now, the order of operations is this. First of all, the level, right? First of all, we need price to come to a level to get to a trade. Once we get to a level, it don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. All right? It don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek, baby. But the cheek don't mean a peak if it ain't got that sleek mammary direction, right? The fro getting higher over time, right? So when you see this, you know we've probably bottomed out, all right? And so I wouldn't be surprised if we see Bitcoin retest the area down here around 25 point something, all right? Around 25 point something. That's my overall outlook right now. Whoa, 666. Oh, whew. 600, oof. That's good. I don't like those demonic profits over here. Okay, so something else that we need to be aware of right now for the Bitcoin price, as we're starting to get a dump down, is the potential of a retest locally as well into the Fibonacci golden pocket. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to set some alerts here. We're going to set some alerts here. This is not looking too bullish, but we are going to set some alerts here because we want to monitor the price action as we are coming down into this zone right here. Because if we start to see something on the order book that makes us say, you know what, maybe we could actually, maybe the bottom is in, maybe we're going to do something like this. Who knows? We want to be prepared for that. All right. So that's my overall outlook. In general, as long as we don't lose 25.2, my Grandmaster plan is still in play. What is my Grandmaster plan? My Grandmaster plan, guys, is I'm still holding the swing short from 31,750. From 31,750 from up here. The short setup we gave in the Casper crew. And I'm still planning to hold this long from 24,925. Also the setup we gave in the Casper crew. Because I do think, even if we come down for a retest, stop out all the liquidity, and then get another bounce, I still think there's a chance we could hit that $30,000 level. And I will still actually look to add to a long trade. Now, as you guys can see, I've done some damage control. I've taken more profits out of my long trades. I've even taken more profits out of my short trades, guys. Because I'm at a time in my life where securing profits is kind of important to me right now. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are amazing. God bless you all. We got about 500 people in here, about 100 likes. Let's see if we can't get the likes up to the watchers. Shout out to James O. God bless you, man. Shout out to T1 Johnny. It don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek, baby. That's true. Shout out to Matthias Attila. What's going on? Shout out to Rockpile Crypto, 27058. Is that a target you got, 27058? Shout out to Buck. Shout out to the Casper crew. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Jungle Boy 420 who says, Mashugana Salam Alaikum. I don't know what that means, my friend, but I'm glad you said it. Shout out to Matthew Hull. You guys are amazing. God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really means a lot. You guys have no idea. I love streaming. I love trading. It's always a good time. Thank you guys. All right, so locally here, when we look at this price action, we don't see any real sign of strength. You could make the case that we have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and so maybe we could look for a retest, take out these lows into the golden pocket, and then get another high. That's kind of what I'm holding out for right now. If we start to lose the 786, I'm probably just going to close this trade for the day and be satisfied with it. And we can take a look at some other charts as well, guys. We can take a look at some other charts as well. Shout out to Design Aspects. Shout out to Jake Turney smashing the like. Do I find the gold pocket is the 0.65 better than the 0.66? Look, so the difference between the 0.65 and the 0.66, you know, I've never back tested it. And here's how I use my fib, right? How I use my fib is I don't really actually care about the golden pocket. What I really care about is the zone between the 618 and the 786, right? The zone between the 618 and the 786. So really, this is what I care about, right? You will oftentimes find price gets a little bounce from the 618, gets a little bounce from the 0.65 or the 0.66, and then comes down, front run the 786, the 0.7. I think it's the 0.71 some people use. All that I really care is that it comes down into this area. This is the area that I care about. So check out what happened here, guys. Right? Let's go to like the 1 hour. Right? So look at this. The rejection that we got was from the area between the 618 and the 786. Right? So it's right in that zone. It's right in that zone. It's always going to be like a zone. Right? So once we're in that zone, then it's safe to look for an entry trigger. Right? Sometimes price could come into a zone and you don't see something that would get you into a trade, and so you just wait. But personally, for me, I took, I think, 4 shorts in this zone because I saw 4 entry triggers for a trade. Right? I saw 4 entry triggers for a trade in this zone. A few days ago, I shorted that first dump. I shorted 1, 2, I think I took 3 or 4 shorts in this zone because there were 3 or 4 times that I got my confirmation. So you got to just wait until you see an entry. Just because price comes to a level, again, it don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. And it don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. And price will bleed if you don't see Sam Bankman-Fried. All right, keep that in mind. Don't mean a peak if it ain't got that cheek. Price will bleed if you don't see Fried. Okay? So those are the 2 things that I mostly care about. If you see Sam Bankman-Fried or Dolores at the diner at a key level, you know it's a go. And honestly, you could see Sam Bankman-Fried chilling upside down as well if you're looking for shorts. All right. What's the entry confirmation? Well, it depends on how you trade, my friend. So for me, an entry confirmation is a divergence at a level. All right? A divergence at a level. But everyone has different ways to trade. So, you know, you got to find what works for you, man. You got to find what works for you. Shout out to Pato. What is going on, man? Shout out to JP. Yeah, you got to be patient, guys. You got to be patient. It will come. It will come. Shout out to Crypto Cowpoke. Shout out to him and his wife. Shout out to his 82-year-old prayer warrior mother. Thank you so much for the prayers. I covet your prayers. I really appreciate that, man. All right, so you guys are trading FTM. We can take a look at some other markets, guys. Again, we have an alert set right here for the golden pocket because there is a chance that we come down to that area with some kind of bullishness. Now, while we're here, why don't we actually check out how the order flow has looked throughout all this. You know what? So we don't see any bearish CBD divergences here. We have a lot of longs that have opened up. Yeah, wow, we saw some bullish CBD actually. We saw some bullish CBD right down here. And then we saw some longs opening up right in this area here. So right now, we actually have a lot of longs that opened up in this candle. They're currently underwater. So that actually, because we have a lot of longs that have opened up in this area, that actually makes this purple box more likely to give us a local bounce here. Because really, if we just stop out a whole bunch of longs into that box, it could be the fuel we need to basically get another move to the upside right there. Right? Yeah, it could be. Alrighty. Let's go down to a trend reversal chart and take a look. Yeah, we don't really see any bearish CBD here. So yeah, there's a chance we could get another push up. VWAP is just above us. Let's take a look at some other charts here, guys. Let's take a look at the good old S&P, all right? Take a look at the good old S&P 500. Man, S&P, baby, has really taken a dump today. Really taken a dump today. So, I still kind of have the same view on the S&P. This is the ES mini futures chart that I've had for a while here, okay? My view on the ES is that we are forming a head and shoulders. And my view on this also is that we're gonna get a lot of shorts opening up when we break this neckline, okay? Now, I don't want to hear it. I know you guys are saying, Jason, that's shoulders. All right, I know. I'm no head and shoulderologist up in here, guys. Right? I'm no head and shoulderologist up in here. All right? So look, if it's not a textbook head and shoulders, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only thing a head and shoulders is a change in market structure, right? A head and shoulders is telling you that we've now made a lower high, right? And so people are assuming that because we made a lower high, we're going to make a lower low. That's all a head and shoulders is, right? We don't have to get crazy about it, right? We don't have to get crazy about it. Now, here's the thing. When people start to FOMO short here, they're going to be FOMOing short directly into, if we take a fib from the low to the high and put on our 618 and our 0.65 levels, we can see that they're going to be FOMOing short right into a Fibonacci golden pocket. And if we go to the daily time frame, we also have a gap here. I remember this gap because we were all waiting for the chickens to drink water from this high, right? We were all watching the ES thinking, you know what? If we take out this high, we might just get a fake out and see a big dump if we pump up above 43.27. Well, guess what? We just gapped up, right? We didn't have time to get chickens drink water here, right? We literally just gapped up. Look at this. The daily candle closed and then it opened the next day above the level, came down to test the level and then off to the races. So we have that gap, right? And gaps oftentimes act as areas of support and resistance, right? So we've got a really nice zone of support right down here, right where a lot of people are probably going to be looking to short the ES. They're going to be shorting right into this juicy box of support. And gaps, they act as support, right? Look what happened on the ES the other day, right? We had this gap right here. This gap right here. And then when we came down to fill the gap, we got a little bounce-a-roni, And if you guys remember, I was long from that a few days ago. In fact, I closed that trade on the stream. I didn't close it at the top. I closed it pretty early. But now we're coming down to a much juicier level, right? And so I would expect that we see the S&P get another little bit of a move to the downside. And here's something else, guys. The dollar right now is officially above the Fibonacci golden pocket. Remember yesterday we were saying if the dollar rejects from the golden pocket, there's a good chance that we will see the Bitcoin get that big move up to 30K, right? But again, we're in this key area of resistance. So in my opinion, if the dollar continues to pump, right, we are going to see the stock market continue downward. We're going to see the Bitcoin price probably continue downward here, probably come down to some of those areas of support that we have marked out on the chart right now. And because the dollar is inversely correlated to the risk assets, right? If there's more dollars in supply, that means it takes more dollars to buy something, right? The dollar becomes, if the dollar's less valuable, risk assets will be more valuable, and vice versa. So we're right now coming to a key area. Shout out to Mark Harris. Shout out to Style GT. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Crypto Morningstar. He says looks pretty bearish. Do I trade altcoins? Yeah, I do sometimes, my friend. I do sometimes. I don't trade too many anymore. But yeah, I trade. I will trade kind of anything here. All right. All right, 26,457. 26,457 is probably where we would look if we're gonna put in a higher low. 26,457 is probably where it's gonna be, because look, this whole move up, we've just had a bunch of longs kind of opening up here. And we could stop them out into that Fibonacci golden pocket. Right around here. Yeah. Right around here. Yep, right around here. Because you know what's interesting, guys? We have on the 1 minute time frame something very similar to what we have in the higher term time frames. Right? We kind of have this channel thing going. We built the liquidity up at the lows, right? Stop losses under here, probably stop losses under all here. So 28,457, bam. That's where if we're gonna continue up from here, this is where we want to find support. We can see it on the order flow chart. 28,457. See all this blue stuff here? That blue stuff. Let me show you the blue stuff. This blue stuff down here, these are longs opening up, right? These are all longs opening up. So we see all these longs that have opened up in here, especially up in here. So once we see these longs closing out, right, these blue candles come back down and turn gray. If that happens and we see a whole bunch of liquidations right into that golden pocket, we might get a bounce. But again, a juicier thing, guys, a much juicier thing would just be to take out everything with continued bullish divergence on the 24-minute time frame, right? So an ideal, for me, an ideal long opportunity, scalp trade, long opportunity, potentially more than a scalp, would be to take out the low we made this morning, right when New York opened at 26,365, come down to this golden pocket right here with the Sam Bankman-Fried bullish man boot pattern on the 24-minute. That's what we want to see, guys. That's what we want to see. Market cipher B, money flow, momentum getting higher as the price is getting lower. That's what we want to see. Like this. All right, I took a little bit more profit out Now we're going to see what happens as we make our way down here. Maybe I would either want to add more into the trade or assess the situation. See what happens as we come down. Now I don't have a stop loss set for this one because I'm here at the computer, right? But if I walk away, rest assured, stop loss comes. All right? Shout out to Brock Landers for the super chat. He says, hey Jay, Bitcoin is in a descending channel, connecting the top of the channel from 31.7 down to 27.4 on the Bybit chart. Let's check it out. This is the Bybit chart. This is the Bybit chart. Probably not doing this right. Let me read your thing again here. Connecting the top 31.7 all the way to 27.4. $31K to 23.6. I'm sorry, man. I don't follow you. I don't follow you. Are you talking about something like this?
Trading Bitcoin, we need some speed. I want market cipher to look like Sam Bankman-Fried. Going so high, let me get a handle. All I want to see is another blue candle. So I'm chilling here all day and all night. Bitcoin price, man, you know it's gonna fight. Got the bears and the bulls, trying to make a pull. Killing on the boat, in the front, in the hull. Here we come, to the golden pocket. I don't know if y'all could even spot it, but we got a bearish deal on MCB. That's what I do when I'm chilling out in TV. Cold trading view, going to school, learning to trade. That's what I do every day in spades, in the garden, digging through the dirt. Hope I don't get hurt. Got it on my shoulder with the skirt. Of some rain coming down from the sky. Pumping Bitcoin price, man, it's gonna get high when I'm walking on the treadmill every single day, sitting down at the charts, trying to get paid. Here we go, getting into the golden pocket. And I just don't know if y'all could spot it, but man, here we come, coming really high. Bitcoin price is trying to fly. Oh.
All right, guys. Look, I can't find out what parallel channel you're looking at. How do I get it? How did I get that entry? Guys, look. We had the CDW right here from yesterday. Yesterday during live stream, I told everyone screenshot this chart because these are the levels that are going to give us the reactions. Right? We came right down to zone 2. We got a CDW. It was a low time frame scalp trade. So I took it on the 1 minute. Right? I almost missed it, but we came down for a second shot. Right? A low term time frame scalp trade. Right? We had a level on the chart. 26,365, the CDW. And as we came down and dipped into it, we saw the money flow and the momentum getting higher over time, right? So look, it's just a scalp trade. And take profit one. I took profit one early. Let the rest ride. I had over $250,000 on the trade when I entered it because I only needed like a 0.1. I think I gave myself like a 0.1 something stop loss. Put a lot of money on the trade. So when you think about it, I put a lot of money on the trade, but because it's a scalp, I took profits real early, right? Good risk reward. Good risk reward though. Man. Good risk reward. Shout out to Dylan Gaines. Shout out to everybody watching right now. 700 people. Guys, can we get the likes up to the watchers? Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Shout out to Jen SV. Shout out to Aaron Petter. Can I play some Brandon Lake songs? I don't know who Brandon Lake is, to be honest with you. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on the treadmill, Mike. I love the treadmill, man. I love the treadmill. It keeps me nice and fit. It keeps me nice and fit. By the way, guys, tomorrow in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, it is game day. If you're in the VIP, come by for multiple chances to win some good prizes. We're giving away $500 to multiple winners. We're giving away courses. We're giving away memberships, year-long memberships to the Casper Crew VIP Discord. It's going to be a good time, guys. If you want to join the Casper Crew, JasonCasperTrading.com. Click the link to join the Discord. This is where we do our live streams. We walk through the live price action for New York Open, Asia Open, London Open. We give our setups. We give our levels. Multiple instructors in there. And guys, White Phoenix just released his course. His Smart Money Approach to Trading. If you're in the VIP, you get a $200 discount. This is the most comprehensive course I've ever seen. I'm going through it right now. And I am getting a lot out of it, I have to say. White Phoenix, one of the best traders I know. A full-time trader. He's not a YouTuber like me. He just trades full-time. He's the real deal, guys. He really knows what he's talking about. And even if you've been around doing this for a while, like I have, there's always something you can get from hearing somebody else talk about the charts. Because when it comes to technical analysis, guys, we're all looking at the same thing through different lenses. And it really helps you gain confluence. Okay, here we go. 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 Yeah, it looks like a wedge, Crypto Cowpoke, as well. Yeah, the thing that Brock Landers was talking about did look like a wedge. Do I lift the treadmill when I'm done walking on it? No, but I do love lifting heavy weights. In fact, I got a real good full body workout in this morning, guys. Squats, deadlifts, dumbbell pullovers, dips and chin-ups. What a great workout. Yeah, White Phoenix is on another level, honestly. What's my calorie intake for the day? Man, between 4,000 and 5,000. Between 4,000 and 5,000, baby. All right, so here we are on the 24-minute, guys. We are watching this crucial price action play out here because we know that the liquidity right now is coming down, and we have our eyes set on this right here. I have my eyes set right here. Let's make this a little bit lighter. Let's make it green. Guys, I had to factory reset all my stuff, so I lost all my beautiful purple and blue. So while we're here, let's make it purple and blue. What'd it do? If you make your candles blue, you know your trades won't burn, baby. Did he just say that? I don't know. When am I doing a session with Chart Champions? Hey, that's still a rumor, man. I don't know. Daniel from Chart Champions, bro. Hit me back. Let's get something scheduled, man, because I know my community would really like that. Having you on the channel, I think it would be fire, baby. We have a 24-hour blood diamond forming on the 24. Let's check it out. 24-minute blood diamond on the 24. All right, let's check it out. We're going to go to Market Cipher A. Baby. Market Cipher A. I haven't used Market Cipher A in a minute, honestly. I don't see a blood diamond, but I see a yellow X on the 1 minute. Okay, this is the 1 minute. Yellow X on the 1 minute. 24-minute. Oof, blood diamond printing. Okay, that could take us down quite a bit more. Remember, guys, if I had to pick a side for bullish or bearish, although I am looking for these long scalps, and although I am taking them, I am overall bearish based on the technical analysis we've gone through already in this stream, looking for a move down potentially to $25,500 at the bottom of our sideways range. So please, don't get confused. I know I confuse people because I get bullish because I'm looking at low time frames looking for scalp trades, but I'm still maintain more of a bearish bias. Doesn't mean we can't long, right? I'm going to make a video about that tonight, about how you can have multiple time frame biases. Like, look at this, you know, I'm short and I have lower targets, but I'm long, and I have higher targets, but I'm short, and I have lower targets, but I'm long, and I'm looking to maybe add to the long at some of these areas. How is that possible? It's because you have to be able to look at the market across multiple time frames and understand that price is never going to go straight up or straight down. It's going to zig and zag, and you can take advantage of the zigs and the zags, you know? Exactly. I'm not long or short. I'm trans. That's 100% true. Shout out to Divine Hood, man. Yo, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. How can you train to be more patient and wait for the trades? Well, if you keep losing money, that'll teach you. I don't know. I don't know. You just promise yourself that you're not going to take a trade unless you see your confirmation at the level, honestly. If you don't see it, don't worry about it. There will be plenty of other trades to take. There will be plenty of other trades to take. Okay? Alright, so we're either looking for a bounce from the green line, or we're looking for a liquidity grab of the lows with a bullish divergence here. I know. SPX. Bleeding right now. Yeah, is it losing the head and shoulders right now? Oh my goodness. Dang, guys, I'm so upset that I was short from here and I closed it out. Right? I was short from 45, 60 something from this setup we gave in the Casper crew. And I closed out the whole trade by accident. It's okay though. It's okay, you know? We're not here to catch every move. We're here to make money slow over time, guys. Alright, let's see what happens here. Man. Alright, guys. I have to pee, alright? I have to pee. I drank like a gallon of water. I was out all day, outside in the heat on the homestead, working hard, harvesting butternut squash. And then when I came in, I drank like a gallon of water. Now, it's knocking on the door of my urethra. So I'll be right back. Watch the charts for me, guys. Make sure nothing crazy happens when I'm gone, alright? I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back in action. Man, you know, it's pretty crazy. People always ask me, Jason, who taught you how to trade? And the truth is, guys, It was Jeff Bezos' wife. She really knows how to buy low and sell high. Married the man when his net worth was down here. Divorced him. Once we got a change in market structure, guys. Once we made that first lower low, she sold on the retrace. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? That is crazy, man. Wow. She really knows her stuff. She really knows her stuff. Wow. Shout out to Tovia in the chat. Shout out to Lazarus Hand. Shout out to Kevin G. Money flow in the 12 goes down. Let's check it out, guys, because we are monitoring, watching in real time to try and decide how are we going to play this action here. Right now, we're long in a long scalp, okay? A long scalp. Only a scalp, right? We're not super bullish. We're more bearish. But we're taking advantage of the retracements here. And we have two areas of interest that we want to look and see what the charts look like when the price comes down to this green line right here at about 26,500. And then we want to see what price is looking like when we take the low at 26,360. All right? We're monitoring. We're watching. We're monitoring and watching, baby. She's one of the world's largest and most generous philanthropaths. There's a lot of rich philanthropaths out there. I love philanthropic people. Yeah, what are we waiting for, Bitcoin? Did I move up to 4 miles per hour? This thing doesn't even go to 4 miles per hour. It goes to 3.8. Goes to 3.8. Shout out to Tony Z. Shout out to Lil John. She took profits on the way up. She took partials. She took partials. Shout out to What's Up X. What is going on, my man? Jay Armo. God bless you, bro. That was a quick pee. It felt like an eternity when I was taking a pee, baby. Oh. Shout out to Gary. How's it going, man? Shout out to David. RIP. S&P 500. Well, let's watch the S&P. It's dumping. We're gonna look at the SPX. At the index. Man, we are just losing supports. Can you believe this? I didn't even notice this, guys. We gapped down like a wild woman in distress today. Like a wild woman in distress. Running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking strangely like Janet Yellen. People don't know this about Janet Yellen, but she has a very toned midsection. How is it possible, you ask? I'm not going to share her secrets with you. It's none of my business. Alright. Honestly, guys, SPX falling through all local supports that we had here. Falling through local support 1, falling through local support 2. We are officially now in the oversold territory on the S&P 500. And we did not get a CDW here. We fell through this weekly level. Look at that gap. I'll tell you this. This gap, this is going to be an important resistance right here, 4402. And yeah, honestly, look, I think the SPX is obviously the ES and the SPX are very, very similar. But look, I do have my eyes set on that golden pocket below us here. Around 42.70, give or take. I think that's a place where we could find nice support right in this golden pocket. So I think if we start to break down here, and we already kind of are, then we might find support down there. That would be nice. That would be nice. Man, 6-minute time frame on the SPX. Let's keep our eyes on this, man. Let's keep our eyes on this. We are starting to see money flow turn up here a little bit, so we might get a little bit of a move up from here. If we get another move down, we do have some areas of interest just below 43.35 and 43.28. Yo, FM Tech, what is going on, my man? That gap is waiting to be filled, absolutely. Watching for the 440 bounce. If it goes to 0.618 miles per hour, then it rejects and goes faster. That's so true. Shout out to A9A. Love from the Netherlands. Love right back at you, man. Gary Gorski, also a Gary. What is going on? I am going a little bit faster today than I was yesterday, guys. I am going a little bit faster today. I have a little bit more energy today than I did yesterday. Yesterday was a long day for me. All right, let's see how Bitcoin's doing. All right, Bitcoin getting a little move up. Let's check out the order flow. We're starting to see some of these longs close out here. We're starting to see some of the longs close out. We're going to be keeping our eyes on the circle for a potential bounce, but more so we're going to be keeping our eyes on taking out this low. All right. We have yet to take out this low here. I think there's still a chance that we might be able to still range around here for a bit before we drop lower, guys. I still think there's a chance of that. Shout out to Marcel from Germany. No incline on this treadmill. No incline. What's that? Hey, shout out to Big Butch 28. She just came into the office. What am I using to see order flow? I am using ExoCharts. I also use Coinalyze. I'm using ExoCharts and Coinalyze. Look, I'm not going to close the long. I've already taken profits on it, right? So, look, there's a chance we might get a little bounce from here after we take that liquidity. If we don't get the bounce from there, then I will close the long. All right, then I will close it. I'll hold it back down to here. I'm satisfied with the profits. That's how I trade, my man. It's called being in a schlong trade. Long and short at the same time. Long and short at the same time, right? There's a chance that this is an actual support resistance flip. So I've already guaranteed a profit here. What if we start to form a range here? Do I really want to close the long from the bottom of a potential range? No, of course not. If I've made a profit, I'll hold that thing back down to the entry. Who cares? I made a profit. You know? That's just the way I like to roll. We got about 700 people in here, about 300 likes. If we can get 700 likes in the next 1 minute, I'm gonna be stoked. FOMO into the like button, guys. Shout out to Hobby Time with Chris. Shout out to Crypto Main. Shout out to Chad Oliver, also on the treadmill. Cross or isolated? Always isolated, my friend. I always use isolated margin. Yes, ES is dumping. ES is dumping like crazy. Yep. SPX coming back down. Ooh, let's see if SPX... Let's see what happens at this level at 43, 35, 31. Let's see. Let's see. Looks like the 6 minute is it's questionable. Let's check out the 1 minute here. 1 minute is starting to form some pig nipple divergences. Let's see if we actually get a CDW here. We got some pig nipple divs on the 1 minute here. Let's kind of watch this play out. Pig nipple divergences, guys, are basically, let's see. Pig nipple divergences, okay? Look at the pig nipples. All right, let's kind of zoom in here. All right, look at, they're getting higher over time. We're starting to see that on the 1 minute. Those little piglets are going to suck on the teats of juicy gains in these markets. Let's see what happens as we come for that level. Okay? See what happens as we come for that level. Here we go. We're going for it. We're going to watch and wait and see. Look at that, though, you know? The level is respected to the dang dollar. Isn't that crazy? And they say TA don't work. They say TA doesn't work. You know? Levels get respected, man. They get respected. So we're coming down to this zone. We're starting to see, you know, the pig niplets. We've got a confirmed niplet here. Honestly, we would want to see a much deeper nipple here. Potentially coming down to the daily below. But it's nice to see the level respected nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Every little move, every little divot, there's some reason for it. What's a CDW? A CDW is a chicken's drinking water pattern, right? It's basically where you have a level. In this case, it's the level going back to the 18th of August. And the price dips down below and fakes out and then comes right back up, just like a chicken drinking water, all right? So if we take a look at a chicken drinking, right? Watch this. She dips her beak in the water. Here she goes. Bam, all right? You think it's breaking down, right? But no, watch. Num, 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 num. Num, 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 num. Here she goes. Num, 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 num. That's a chicken's drinking water. That's a CDW. And the way you can tell it's a CDW, honestly, is whether or not there are bullish divergences. Now here, you could make the case there are. Money flow looks like crap, to be honest with you. But yeah, we might actually get a CDW here. Short term, based on this 24-minute divergence here, right? Now, I'm not long in this. So I don't recommend anyone long this. I'm just watching the price action, commentating on it, right? I'm not looking to long SPX right now. I have no plan to long SPX here, right? I only take trades that I planned for in advance. But we are seeing that CDW happen right now, guys. Right? And here's another thing. We have to also understand, people come on these YouTube videos, they don't know. You can't just trade based on a YouTube thumbnail or something I say, right? I could be long, and I could be looking for a bounce and still be more bearish than bullish, right? Just because there's a scalp long somewhere doesn't mean you should long unless you have a clearly defined risk management plan, a clearly defined target, and a clearly defined stop loss in play. Right? You have to know what time frame you're trading on. You have to know why you're taking that trade. You have to know the context of your trade. Is it a scalp? Is it a day trade? Is it a potential swing trade? You need to know how much money you're risking on the trade. Right? I got people on, they look at my thumbnails and take a trade. Guys, every other day I change my thumbnail. You know, I got to make a video every day. There's a million reasons to be bullish or bearish, depending on what time frame you're on. You know? I could make a bullish video, talk about I'm bullish on Bitcoin because on the monthly time frame, I think things look bullish. And then the next day I could make a bearish video because on the 4-hour time frame, I think we're bearish. You know? So just because, you know, I'm on here saying, look, we're getting a bounce, doesn't mean you should long, right? I just want to make that clear. This ain't no financial advice. Do I feel Bitcoin's going to keep dumping? I do, Francisco Gonzalez. I feel that it's more probable right now that Bitcoin keeps dumping than starts to pump. I think the dump is more probable than the pump right now. In the next few days. But we're heading into a weekend. Things tend to slow down in the weekends. So who knows? Right? Shout out to AZTV. Nice, man. Do we have a CDW on the Bitcoin 4 hour? Is that 4 hour confirmed right now? Yeah, look at that. Yep, I guess it is a confirmed CDW on the 4 hour. It is. It is. But let me turn off Market Cipher A real quick. I would have to say this. CDW on the 4 hour, but we don't really have bullish divergences here. I guess you could make the case that we have a hidden bullish. Nah, you can't even really make that case. Nah, you can't even. Yeah, maybe you could. I don't know. It doesn't look very bullish to me. Money flow is coming down on the 1 hour. Money flow is coming down across all time frames. We're underneath value area high. We've broken down from the channel. We have a 4 hour bearish divergence. I'd say all things considered, I would expect more downside here. I would expect to one of these levels, at least. Crypto Capo only clicks on the open mouth thumbnails. Well, that's good, man. I've been doing my open mouth stretches every day. I got my training video. I bought Carl from the Moon's mouth stretch program. Shout out to Carl from the Moon. Guys, me and Carl from the Moon legit have a movie coming out very soon about driving to McDonald's together.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Yeah, I'm stoked on it. I'm stoked on it. It's coming out, guys. It's coming out. I mean that, too. I'll show you the proof. Show you the proof, guys. Look, Carl from the Moon. He says, when you're in Dubai, we're gonna make a vlog, Bugatti to McDonald's. People think I'm joking, man. This ain't no joke. We got that movie's coming out for sure. Of course, I'm unfortunately never going to go to Dubai, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But it would be hilarious if we could make that happen for real. All right, someone says we got some bearish order flow. Let's check out the order flow. You know, maybe very, very locally, we've got some bearish. Yeah, about 1 million. About 1 million longs being absorbed right here. About 1 million longs being absorbed here. Let's see. About 1 million longs absorbed. Let's see, guys. I'm not sold on any direction here yet. Sudeep, like, it's not even that. I just don't want to go to Dubai. I'm kind of scared to go to Dubai. You know, for me, Dubai is like a prototype for like, you know, a smart city or something. You know, it's in the middle of the desert. It's like, there's no resources there. Everything has to be imported. There's no resources there. Why would you want to live there? I know no taxes, but it scares me. I would never want to be trapped there if something crazy went down. You know what I'm saying? Needs to fill the fair value gap at 26,595. Where's that? Oh, yeah. Wait, 26. Oh. We have a fair value gap at 26,595. Oh, I see it there. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, and we got a golden pocket right around there as well. We got a golden pocket right around there as well. Yo, CFX Trades, what's going on, my man? What is going on? I know it's nice in Dubai. I know it's nice. Look, I'm not saying it's a bad place to be. It's a beautiful city. You know? Yeah, everything's artificial. I know. That's why that's why I'm a country boy, man. I'm a country boy. I want to just live out here on my farm. I want to go outside, pump water from my well with the hand pump. You know what I'm saying? Pick the potatoes from the earth, harvest the squash, come inside, eat a homegrown meal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat here, guys. We got 700 people, 400 likes. Let's see if we can't get 700 likes on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Smash up the like button. FOMO into the like button. Jason Casper like button going straight to 100K. No pullbacks. It's not coming down to retest the golden pocket. It's going straight to 100K, baby. Let me see a blue candle. Where's my farm located? Somewhere on the earth, my friend. DJ Meat Missile. You know. We have no music again? Nah, we got music. We got music, baby. We got music. We got music. You have to buy your proteins. I do buy red meat and dairy, but I produce my own chicken, I produce my own eggs, and soon we're gonna have dairy goats and meat goats as well, you know. But I've got 7 chickens that are about to get next week, and you know, I got about 35 laying hens, so that's a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of eggs every single day. At least 6, usually more, sometimes 12, sometimes 15, sometimes 16, what the heck? Sometimes I eat eggs every meal of the day. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what's my favorite Bible verse? I think it's Job 3:2 in the NIV version. Job 3:2 in the NIV version. Let's see if we can't find that. Job 3:2 NIV. Here it is, guys. He said, what a great one. How many roosters? Poof, right now, we got about 10. That's why 7 or 8 of them are getting it next week. We hatch our own eggs, and we eat the roosters. You know what I'm saying? We eat the roosters, and we hatch the eggs. You can cook them, but you can't kill them. Well, that's little, you know, for me, like, you know, I'm a city boy myself. You just have to separate. You have to compartmentalize that, you know. Oh, snap, Mark Harris is a KJV only. Well, it's a little bit different in the KJV. You know? It's a little bit longer in the KJV. Yeah, let's see. Job 3:2 in the KJV. Man, I have to be honest with you guys. This is not a proper translation. In the Hebrew, it's just one word, Vayomer. You know, Job's name isn't there. You know, KJV's adding taking a little liberties here, adding a little extra in there. But that's okay, as long as they put it in italics. You know? That's alright, as long as they put that in italics. You know what I'm saying. Long or short? Well, look. I'm in a scalp long. Look, right now, in this kind of price action, you can't answer long or short. Right? You have to trade what's happening in real time. Overall, I'm more bearish than bullish. In a sense that I would be surprised if we saw a move down to 25.5. But I'm still expecting this range to hold. I'm expecting eventually to come up here. And then I'm expecting a move down. This is like what I'm overall expecting. Right? I'm still looking to compound my swing short up here. And trade it down yonder. And honestly, I'm still looking to compound my swing long from down here and trade it up yonder. This scalp trade is just for today. We're going to see if we can get any more out of it here. Let's see what happens. We might actually even be able to grab a short. Let's see what happens here. Right in this kind of price action, guys, we gotta take it minute by minute. We gotta look at the charts and see what they're telling us. You know what I'm saying? Raw milk can't beat it. I know. We get our raw milk from a local goat farm, a local Mennonite farm. And I love it. There's nothing better after hitting the gym, getting that pump on. You know what I do? I come upstairs, I pour myself a nice glass of raw milk full of bacteria and dangerous things. I mix in a little raw, unfiltered honey in that milk, stir it all up, have a nice glass of milk and honey, cook myself up 6 eggs, fresh from the chicken coop, and then I put some raw, unpasteurized butter in a pan, let it sizzle up, crack those eggs in there, let the yolks nice and runny, all that bacteria in there. That's what I love, man. Man, the CDC would hate me. They would think I was about to die or something. Because it is very dangerous to consume raw dairy, unpasteurized. It's extremely dangerous, guys. You could die from it. I'm surprised the human race is still alive. I mean, all we had was raw dairy for thousands of years. How did we make it? It's amazing. Now that we have pasteurized milk, everybody is so healthy. Everywhere I look, I just see healthy people everywhere. I can't go to Walmart without saying, my goodness, you people look so healthy and robust. It must be that pasteurized milk. That must be it. Do I get same of eating the same thing every day? No. No, I do the same thing every day, guys. I love it. I love doing the same thing every day. I eat the same thing every day. I do the same thing every day. I love that. I thrive on that. I don't get how people get sick of good food. If you eat good food one day, you're like, man, I love how good this food is. Wouldn't you want to do that tomorrow also, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jordan Crypto from South Africa. What's going on, bro? I'm glad to see you here, man. God bless you. God bless you. Some Mennonites don't use electricity. Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you. I envy that lifestyle. I wish I was born into that. I don't have the knowledge to live that lifestyle. I envy people who have that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything about Mennonite beliefs or Amish beliefs, but I was looking into some statistics, and it seems that Most of their marriages work out. Most of their businesses work out. They have the lowest rates of suicide, lowest rates of depression. They have the lowest cancer rates. And they're totally self-sufficient. They have thriving, strong communities. They help each other out. They build their own houses. They grow their own food. I mean, man, I envy that. I envy that so much. I wish I had the skills to do that, and I wish I'd been born into that, but, you know, I'm not, so it is what it is. Shout out to Leo from South Africa. Have I heard of Tongkat Ali? Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard that people use it and that it works. Can we look at oil? 12-minute looks bullish. What do I think of Liver King? He's a great businessman. You know, he really is a good businessman. What else can I say? He's jacked. He lied. You know. Shout out to JW, who used to live in Amish country. You know, I've never heard this, but it wouldn't surprise me at all about this. Because, yeah, I mean, this has to be from things in the environment. Things that go into our bodies that aren't natural. It has to be. And we could pinpoint different things. It could be a cumulative thing of a whole bunch of different things. You know? It could be a lot of different things. I mean, one thing we can all agree on, the environment definitely is toxic, you know? Donovan Amazon Tongkat Ali, increased libido for sure. Interesting, interesting. Am I married? Yes, I am married. Shout out to my wife, Big Butts 28. You know, it's interesting, like, I know some people say I'm on steroids and all that. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest, I'm gonna wax a little honest with you guys. Alright? I'm 33. I'm 33. I'm healthy. I'm way healthier now than I was when I was 23. You know, when I was 23, I got real sick. I got tested for stuff. They said I had Lyme disease and mono. I was covered in all these red splotches everywhere on my body. I felt horrible. I don't know what the heck was wrong with me. Now keep in mind, in my teens and 20s, I ate fast food 3 times a day. I smoked weed multiple times a day. I didn't sleep well. I drank alcohol. Right? When I was 23, my total testosterone was like 325. 325 total testosterone. Now, I'm 33, and I've made a completely different lifestyle change. I eat healthy, I sleep well. You know, I feel like much better in general, like just my mind, my attitude. I mean, I'm a believer now. I wasn't even a believer back then in God. My total testosterone now is like 750. So just from diet and exercise and a healthy lifestyle, sleeping a lot, you can make a lot of changes to your body. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to J Bull. Shout out to Nee. Do I have kids? I do. I've got 3. No drinking? Yeah, I drink. I drink, like, I'll have a glass of wine. I'll have a glass of whiskey once in a while. Maybe a beer once in a while. You know, at a special occasion. Only for special occasions. You know, I don't have any restrictions. Like, I don't tell myself I'll never eat this or that again, or never drink this or that. Right? It's not part of my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I'm out somewhere, I'm eating what I eat here on the farm. You know, it is what it is. Shout out to Mr. B. I appreciate that, my man. Sleep is a waste of time. Well, let me tell you something about sleep. Like, you know, I used to think that as well, okay? But I can't tell if it's because I'm old, or if it's because I'm more aware of my body, or because I'm demanding more of my body than I ever have before, as far as like physical demands and mental demands. But sleep to me is number one. Sleep to me is number one. Besides prayer, sleep is number one. Because if you're not mentally and physically fresh, you're not going to be at your best. If you're not at your best, you're going to be missing out on like your efficiency. You know what I'm saying? So, what proof do I have of God? Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's created, and you know, I don't believe that nothing can create everything. I think there has to be a creator that exists outside the creation. That only makes logical sense. If there's a creation that had a beginning, it has time and space and energy, there has to be something that exists outside of time and space and energy that started everything. Right? You can't have something come from nothing. Yeah, sleep is most important, for sure. Shout out to Samson from Singapore. Why am I so religious? That's a tough question to answer. I mean, so, look, this is subjective, this is experiential, but for me, I'm religious because I had a real encounter with Jesus, and he totally changed my life in an instant. That's why. Who created God? God in his very being is an uncreated being. He's an uncreated being. Shout out to Tovia from Israel. What is going on? Do I believe in aliens? You know, I did talk about this once on Around the Blockchain. It's a complex topic. I don't know if I want to talk about it here. It's true. Humans have a God-shaped hole in their hearts. If you don't fill it with God, you'll find something else to worship. It's true. People love religion. Right? People love religion. For example, you know, let's take a look at this religion. There's invisible things out there, guys. There's these invisible things. And if you don't listen to what I say, these invisible things are going to get you. You better stay in line. Otherwise, these invisible things that only we can see, only we know about. You guys can't see it or know about it. Only we do. We're the priests. We have the special knowledge. You know, you common people, you illiterate people out there, you don't know about the science. We know. You have to listen to what we say. Right? Don't go to work. Don't visit your family. Close down your business. Cover up every opening to your body. And people will follow. Because yeah, people are religious. People are a worshiper. They're looking for something that transcends themselves. And if you don't fill it with some kind of actual relationship with God, it will be filled by some kind of man-made thing, right? When there's no God in the society, no fear of God, then the state becomes the God. And we're seeing that happen right now. You know, we're seeing that happen right now. Shout out to Memory Man. He's healthier at 45 than he was at 25. Shout out to Felipe Collin just joining the stream now. Aren't gods created by humans? Well, I think a lot of gods were created by God. That's a crazy thing to say. All right, it's 4 o'clock, guys. New York is closed. It's power hour. Let's see what Bitcoin's going to do. Are we going to dump or are we going to pump? Typically, when New York closes, Bitcoin gets a move. Let's see what happens here. Shout out to Tony Z. Shout out to QWERTY. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Looked like a Head and Shoulders on the 15-minute. It does. It does look like a Head and Shoulders on the 15-minute. That's not a real golden pocket, by the way. This is a real golden pocket. So look, guys, if we come up to here with some bearish CBD, that might actually be the real Head and Shoulders happening right here. That might be the real Head and Shoulders happening right here. I hope everything's okay with K-Pax as well. You know? What's the next trade I'm looking for? The next major trade I am looking for is going to be coming down to like 25.5. That general area. That general area. That general area. Shout out to Jeffrey Manalang. The Council of the Gods. Exactly, Stephen Davidson. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, man. I've been trying to contact K-Pax, man. You know, he's MIA. He won't answer my messages. I am concerned about him. I'm legit concerned about him. I don't know what else to do. You know, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know anything about the guy in real life. You know, I just know him through Discord. So. All right, it just filled the fair value gap, says Tovia. Let's check it out. Here we go. Was that in the 1 hour? What time frame was that? The 30-minute? Yep, we filled that fair value gap. Yeah, let's see what happens. Kind of boring price action today, huh? 25.8 is nice too, says Divine Hood, and I agree with that. Yeah, White Phoenix uses the 0.5. I'm more of a 618 fan myself. Alright guys, well, you know, it's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna end here. But man, bless all of you guys. May you all be blessed. Look, even if you're not religious, that's fine. Look, I respect all views. I respect all people. I love everybody. I really do. But I think it's important to, you know, follow your convictions, guys. So with that being said, may the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May the Lord lift up His face towards you and give you wholeness in Jesus' name. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Peace!